Today is a sad day for Peruvian football. Rest in peace to the great Hugo, el cholosotil. Many may not know who he is nowadays, so I'm going to tell y'all a bit about him and how he impacted one of the best teams in the world, Barcelona. How did the Catalans find Sotil? Originally, Barca went to Peru, specifically to Matute, to a match between Alianza Lima and Deportivo Municipal, where they were going to watch Teófilo, el Nene Cubillas. So then what happened? They were coming to sign Cubillas, but after seeing Sotil, they left the match impressed with his dribbling, his power, audaciousness, and sudden turn of pace. Then, they showed up at his house. Rinus Michels, the manager at the time, the club president, and two other club officials showed up at his door and asked him if he wanted to come play in Spain. El Cholo agreed immediately, without even knowing what team, signed some papers, and 2 days later, he was off to Catalonia. On his arrival to Barcelona, there were over 200 reporters. He was in shock. He didn't think there would be that much interest in him and what he had to say. Hours later, he went to Camp Nou for his medical exams. The doctors said he had the physique of Kubala. In an interview later on, he goes on to say, they thought all Peruvians were weak. They didn't expect a Cholo like me. At first, it was difficult to get used to Michel's demands. He had been told, when we're in attack, you're our 10, and when we're defending, you're our 11. Johan Cruyff became very important to him. Sotil had met him before in a friendly and didn't think he was the star everyone thought he was. But once they were playing together, he was quickly impressed by his technical skill and they formed a great partnership. What Sotil said about Cruyff, that guy was like an SUV. He was very quick. Media thought he was top dog, but in the dressing room, he was just another guy. He didn't score much, but he commanded the team. He was our manager on the field. That friendship developed between the two, maybe because they were the only foreigners on the team at the time. They shared a curiosity on Spanish politics and society. And not just that, but they did everything together. They would always go out, just the two of them, whether it was to eat, buy clothes, or to nightclubs. What Cruyff had to say on Sotil. We had a great time that season. We lived it like it was an adventure because of the uncertainty caused by the military government. Hugo and I got on very well. There was a lot of mutual respect, which is why he named his son after me. That 73-74 season, Sotil had an outstanding season, scoring 15 goals in his first season and helping Barca win La Liga for the first time in 14 years. The best game was that 5-0 against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. Sotil had to say about that match, I never thought that game would have such an impact. When we got to Barcelona, people were crying at the airport. The only bad thing was Cruyff didn't let me celebrate my goal. He said, are you crazy? We're in Madrid. You want them to kill us all? But what happened after that stunning year? The official version was that once Johan Neeskens was signed, there were too many foreign players, so he had to get Spanish nationality, and while he was waiting, he couldn't play official games. The unofficial reason? Once he wasn't playing, officially, there was a lack of discipline. He got lost in his fame, spending loads of money on women, cars, and other luxuries. Since then, Barca have had so many stars and idols that have given the Camp Nou faithful many reasons to celebrate. Regardless of how things ended for El Cholo, the Peruvian remains a sacred figure in Catalonia. And I just wanted everyone to remember one of our greats that helped a big club like Barca at a time when it was needed.